Welcome to the walkthrough of the Python Business Rule Validator, PYBRV, your one-stop framework for automating business rule validations and data quality checks on Databricks. In today's fast-paced, data-driven world, accuracy, consistency, and trust in data are non-negotiable. PYBRV is designed to simplify and automate the way organizations define, execute, and report validations. Instead of manually writing complex logic or performing one-time checks, you can manage everything through simple configurations, empowering both technical teams and business analysts. With PYBRV, you can automate rule execution and reporting to save valuable time, reconcile data between source and target systems with precision, leverage AI to generate smart test case recommendations, visualize validation results in interactive dashboards for actionable insights. Whether you're ensuring compliance, reconciling datasets, or monitoring trends, PYBRV provides a scalable, AI-powered, and enterprise-ready solution. Available as an open-source Python package under Apache 2.0, it's flexible enough for individual teams, yet powerful enough for enterprise rollouts. Think of PYBRV as your trusted partner in building confidence and clarity in data quality, right inside your Databricks environment. Now, let's begin with the setup process. Inside Databricks, the first thing we need to do is import the setup notebook. You'll find it under the name PYBRV Setup. Open it in preview mode, then click on Import. Once imported, the notebook will appear in your workspace. Before running it, there are two key parameters you'll need to set. The base path, which is the directory where the PYBRV structure will be stored in Databricks, and the catalog name, which is the Unity catalog, where PYBRV will create all the required schemas and tables. After setting these, install the framework by running the command pip install PYBRV. And don't forget to restart Python once the installation completes. When you execute the next cell in the setup notebook, PYBRV automatically creates all of its meta tables in the Unity catalog you specified. These include tables such as PYBRV business rule check result, PYBRV data parity result, PYBRV metadata, PyDPC attribute mismatch details, PyDPC record results, and more. To confirm that the setup worked, you can navigate to your catalog in Databricks and open the schema PYBRV meta. If you see all these tables listed, congratulations, you've successfully initialized PYBRV. Along with tables, the setup also generates the full folder structure for PYBRV. Under the base path, you'll now find a directory containing folders for configs, dashboards, SQL queries, and JSON configurations. This structure is the backbone of PYBRV, and from here, you are ready to start defining and running rules. With the setup complete, let's move on to running business rules. For this demo, we'll use the sample table bakehouse.sales_transactions to check the uniqueness of the transaction_ID field. To get started, import the PYBRV Business Rule Manager notebook. In this notebook, you'll again need to set parameters. The first is the file path, which points to the businessrules.json file located inside the configs folder we just created. The second is the HTTP path, which comes from your SQL warehouse connection details in Databricks. Once these are set, reinstall PYBRV if necessary, restart Python, and then run the execution cell. The notebook will use the configuration in the JSON file to run the defined rule and save results directly into the PYBRV business rule check result table. If you query this table, you'll see data such as execution ID, rule name, domain name, test passed or failed records, and the final status of the rule executions. At this stage, you might be wondering, what if you want to add more rules? That's where PYBRV's configuration-driven approach shines. You can open the businessrules.json file inside the configs folder and simply modify or add new rule definitions. Each rule is described with key value pairs. For example, You'll specify the team name, email, domain, severity, SQL paths for pass and fail queries, thresholds, and the tables being checked. You don't need to touch the keys, only the values. For the uniqueness check we just ran, the fail query was the SQL that returned duplicate transaction IDs, while the pass query ensured that each transaction ID occurred only once. By simply adding more SQL files and referencing them in the configuration, you can easily extend the library of rules. But here's where things get even better. What if you don't know what rules to write? For that, PYBRV provides AI-powered rule recommendations. You can open the PYBRV recommendation notebook, where you specify the table name you want to analyze, along with the base URL and model name of an LLM deployed in Databricks. In my case, I'm using the Databricks Llama 4 Maverick model. Once the notebook runs, it automatically suggests validation rules along with pass and fail SQL queries. All you have to do is paste these queries into your businessrules.json, and your new rules are ready to execute. Imagine onboarding a new dataset. Rather than brainstorming test cases, PYBRV can suggest them for you in minutes. Once your rules are ready, the next important step is parity checks. This feature validates data consistency between a source and a target system. For instance, if we want to check the sales transactions table in both a source and target schema, we can use the PYBRV parity checks notebook. Just like before, you'll provide the file path to paritychecks.json and the SQL warehouse connection path. Running the notebook executes the parity checks defined in the JSON file and saves mismatch details in the table PIDPC attribute mismatch details. By querying this table, you can clearly see which records failed to match between source and target. This makes it incredibly easy to track down data discrepancies during migrations or integrations. Now that we have results from both business rules and parity checks, let's look at how to monitor them using dashboards. PYBRV provides pre-built dashboards stored in the configs directory. Open the PYBRV_dashboard file, and before running, update the catalog name to match your environment. Once connected, you'll see two dashboards, one for business rule results and another for parity checks. The business rules dashboard lets you filter results by team, table, domain, or execution date. It also provides summary counters, such as the total number of tests, pass rate, fail rate, and number of failed records. Similarly, the parity dashboard displays mismatched attributes, failed records, and overall pass percentages. These dashboards give both technical teams and business stakeholders an easy visual way to track data quality. So, to summarize, PYBRV provides an end-to-end framework for data validation. You set up the environment once, define rules through configurations, leverage AI to recommend new test cases, and run both rule checks and parity checks. Finally, all results are automatically stored and visualized in dashboards, making it easy to monitor and communicate the health of your data. With PYBRV, there's no need to maintain endless SQL scripts or struggle with manual checks. Instead, you get a flexible, AI-driven, and config-based framework that ensures your data is always accurate, consistent, and trustworthy. Now it's your turn. Try setting up PYBRV in your Databricks environment and see how quickly you can bring automation to your data quality workflows.